How's it going, everybody? This is Hyrule here, and today I want to talk about something that has not been discussed by anybody, and that is the recent controversy with Huniepop 2. So the developer Huniepop decided to announce a new character that goes by the name of Polly Bendelson, and this character is supposedly a trans character. And apparently everyone on the right and the left are making a big deal about this, which I don't see the point, guys. I mean, it's a transgender character, who cares? But nevertheless, as most controversies are, they blow up, and of course the developer responded, and here is what he had to say. Hey guys, we posted our newest Honey Direct update video yesterday, which you should totally go watch it if you haven't yet. In the video, we announce our newest character for Huniepop 2, Polly Bendelson. The video states that Polly has a dick, meaning she's trans. This ended up causing a very split reaction that I, honest to God, did not expect. This is a character we've been asked for hundreds of times. I was very much under the impression that girl with dick, whatever you want to call it, was a pretty universal interest, preference, fetish among anime, hentai, visual novel fans. I can't even keep track of how many hentais I've seen where some chick all of a sudden breaks out a huge cock, a fantasy fetish that can be enjoyable on screen but that doesn't necessarily translate to real life for everybody. The response seems to be split more or less right down the middle. For every person that's into her, there's a person that isn't. I even put up a straw poll to which 43% of the respondents at the time of this writing indicated that they would appreciate some way to skip Polly entirely but still be able to fully complete the game. Being that our only job is to make a fun game that everyone can enjoy, I've decided to put the power in the hands of each player to choose the experience that best suits them. In the same way you can choose your own gender, you'll be able to choose Polly's gender. I'm not sure exactly how it'll play out yet, but at some point before or during your first meeting with Polly, you'll be asked to specify your preference and the game will take it from there. That's it. So if you're into her as a trans girl, you'll get the full trans Polly experience. If not, she'll be a natural born lady just like the rest of the cast. If you don't care either way, you can choose one gender on your first playthrough and the other on a subsequent playthrough. Why not? Mix it up. More options, more fun. It will require a little work on our part, but that's fine by us. Thank you very much for all the feedback, suggestions, and discussion on the matter. I know that no decision will ever satisfy 100% of people, but having the ability to choose for yourself seems to be the best way to make the most players happy. And I couldn't agree any more with Huniepop. I mean, this is the best course of action to take. I mean, you have people that are split on the idea of having a trans character in it. I mean, like I said before, I don't really care. But you have those that are fans of this game and they just want to play the game however they see fit. And that's basically what they're doing. They're giving us the option of what playstyle we prefer. But nevertheless, that's not the only thing I want to talk about. There is a certain person that I want to mention here, and that person is none other than our good old friend Jacob Chapman, aka Jesu Otaku. Which is a shame because he used to be a really good anime reviewer, and now he's been drinking some of that social justice Kool-Aid and is going off on Huniepop for their inclusion of this character. And I'm going to go ahead and read off these tweets for you and give my thoughts as we go along here. So Jacob was responding to this tweet by and here's what the person tweeted out. Wow, actually eat shit and die. Imagine making a trans character to appeal to trans fetishists and then revealing the character as girl with dick. Isn't that what a trans person is? A girl with a dick? A guy with a pussy? And I like how they say that, you know, this character was made to appeal to trans fetishists. Yes! I don't know if you know this or not, but there are some people that are sexually attracted to trans people. Imagine that! But nevertheless, let's hear what our good friend Jacob has to say on the matter. For those unaware, Huniepop was developed by a Gamergator. Ryan Coons is a straight-up vocal Gamergator sympathizer, so none of the awful shit coming out about Huniepop's development should be a surprise, but I still see any Twitter people making excuses for it or supporting it sometimes. Okay, there are so many things to unload here. So first of all, Gamergate. You do realize that Gamergate is dead, right? Yet you guys continue to mention Gamergate. We Gamergaters, we've moved on from all this. Why? Because Gamergate has served its purpose. And also, ask yourself this, Jacob, why was Gamergate a thing? Why? Because some whore was going around sleeping with other guys so that way her game could get positive reviews. So yes, Gamergate is irrelevant now in 2018. It used to be a thing, but it served its purpose. Now nobody gives a shit about Gamergate. So, can we just move on from this? This whole Gamergate thing? Just let it die. And you go on to say that any Twitter people are making excuses for it and supporting Huniepop. And here's something you don't realize. Those anti-Twitter people that you're talking about are also gamers. So of course they're going to show their support for Huniepop, because they happen to be fans of the game. But nevertheless, that's not the only thing our dear friend Jacob had to say about this whole matter. Let's continue. If you've been hand-waving Coon's bullshit in the past because it's just a porn game and don't know how to react to him dehumanizing the most vulnerable strata of women in society right now, this would be the time to finally take a stand and stop supporting Huniepop. Dehumanizing. Really? Because the only person I see dehumanizing anyone, that is you. You are dehumanizing this guy who is trying to make a game to please his fans, who you are also dehumanizing. All because they just so happen to support a game that they enjoy. And no, that does not make them sexist or misogynist. And I know you like to use those buzzwords a lot, but no, that is not the case. I'm going to read his last tweet here. And yes, as people in my mentions have pointed out, there are porn games, fetish games, anime games, puzzle games, and so on that aren't made by persistently reprehensible human beings. You can be sex positive and not a misogynist creep. I like how you use these big words like persistently reprehensible. You're trying to sound sophisticated, but in actuality you sound dumb. Blah 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 blah. That's what you sound like. Now I want to close on this. I can understand criticizing someone if they did something wrong or they said something that they shouldn't have said, but let me ask you something, Jacob. Why are you lashing out on this guy? Like, what has he done to you specifically? I mean, why are you going after a guy who is just trying to develop a game and who is trying his damnedest to please his fans? Why are you attacking him? Like he has done nothing to you to deserve this. And yet, you berate him. He's not the one who's dehumanizing anyone. You are. You are dehumanizing him all because he used to support a cause and stood up for the gaming community. And that to me is pathetic. Seriously, Jacob, you need a reality check, because I think that testosterone is affecting your brain. But nevertheless, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified when my next video goes up. Also, like I mentioned before, and I'm going to mention this again, YouTube has been demonetizing my videos, and if you guys want to support this channel and want to see more videos like this, then consider donating to my Patreon page for just $1 a month. Much is appreciated. Anyways, this has been Hyrule, and you all have a fantastic day. Stay awesome.